Hey, I'm Andrew with Ventrac, and today we're going to be discussing the KM500 Loader and the series of tools and accessories that are available for this attachment. So we're super excited about the loader here at Ventrac because it really adds so much more versatility to an already versatile platform. Everyone watching this video is going to be super familiar with loaders. They're very common throughout the equipment industry, but what's uncommon is taking a loader's capability and putting it on a Ventrac platform. This is going to allow people to work in areas where traditional equipment just won't be effective or will only create a large mess while you're trying to accomplish a project. One of the coolest things about the KM500 Loader is that you're able to use it with our dual wheel setup. This is going to allow operators to operate on 10-degree slopes. It's going to allow you to get into like wet areas, and it's also going to be really beneficial in those early spring mulch jobs where traditional tractors or skid steers might mess up the turf or create ruts and all those kinds of things, and it's just going to make that mulch job really easy. So the two most common questions that we get on the phones is what's the lift capacity and what's the max height at the pivot point. The lift capacity is 700 pounds, so you'll need to add up the weight of the accessory or tool that's on the loader plus the material that you're lifting to equal that 700 pounds. The height is 54 inches at the pivot point. So this is more than enough height to load into most dump trailers or load brush into a chipper or stack your firewood pile before winter. Later on in this video, we're going to have a really helpful table that showcases the accessory and tool weight, which will be really helpful. Before we attach the KM500 loader to the tractor, we need to make sure that our tractor is prepared to even run this attachment. The easiest way to ensure that you can run this loader is by getting a Pro. The Pro comes standard with all of the kits and accessories that you need to run this loader, as well as any attachment in our fleet. But this really is the easiest way. If you don't have a Pro, the two things that are required for the loader is a dual front hydraulic auxiliary kit and then weights in the rear. So you can accomplish this by either having the 3-in-1 attached to your 3-point, and then you can have 6 additional weights, or you can get the rear weight kit that just slides into the 2-inch receiver, and then you can put your 6 weights on that. But you do need to have 6 weights in the rear just to kind of act as a ballast for any of the loads that you're carrying. Optional accessories for this tractor include the third function. This is for 4520 power units only, but this is what allows you to run your rock grapple or your log grapple or anything else that we come out with in the future that would require that third function. The other optional accessory that you can get is the relief valve kit. So this comes standard with one loader, but if you're going to transfer your loader across several tractors, you will need to buy additional relief valve kits for the other tractors because that's what protects the loader's hydraulic cylinders. Finally, ensure that the power unit's steering cylinder is mounted in the outer hole in the rear frame. As I mentioned before, one of the coolest things about the KM500 Loader is that you can operate it with dual wheels. Here's a chart showcasing the tire pressures for single and dual wheel setups. When operating the loader, inflate the tires to the upper range of the recommended tire pressure for your specific tire. And as always, be sure to reference this chart when checking or adjusting your tire pressure. All right, now that we've covered all the accessories and kits necessary to run the loader, let's get into attaching and detaching the loader from your tractor. Drive the power unit into the hitch arms. Move the front hitch latch lever to the locked position over the attachment hitch arm pins. Engage the parking brake and shut off the engine. Now it's time to connect the hoses and quick couplers to the colored indicators so colors are paired together. After the hoses, connect the pressure relief hose to the pressure relief coupler on the power unit. This is the couple with the flat face. Make sure that no hoses are going to catch on the PTO lever during operation. Ensure that the rear loader latches are in the unlocked position. Restart the power unit and raise the front hitch arms until the rear loader mount brackets engage the rear anchor mount shaft. Shut the engine off. Pull out the rear loader latch handles to engage the latch on the rear anchor mount shaft and secure with the safety snap pins. Now it's time to lower the bucket to the ground so you can install 6 Ventrac counterweights to the rear weight bar or the 3-in-1 adapter on your 3-point hitch. Before you begin operation, ensure weight transfer is off and your tractor is set in low range. So one of the coolest things about the KM500 Loader is how simple it is to switch out the tools and accessories that we have for this attachment. So let's get into it. We've got a step-by-step process that'll help everybody out regardless of whether you're running the standard bucket, light material bucket, or something with the third function like the log grapple or rock grapple. Using the secondary auxiliary lever, tilt the tool mount frame forward. Align the loader with the center of the tool and drive forward. Raise the loader arm slightly to engage the top mount shaft of the tool mount frame into the upper latch hook of the tool. Next, tilt the tool mount frame back until the latch pins protrude through the lower latch plate on the tool mount frame. You can now insert the linch pins through the latch pin holes to lock the tool to the tool mount frame. Attaching all of the tools that we offer for the KM500 Loader follow this same process unless that tool requires the third function kit. If it requires this kit, connect the hoses and quick couplers to the colored indicators so they are paired together. All right, so now that we've covered attaching the KM500 Loader to the tractor, let's cover general operation. Now, everybody's tractor setup might be a little bit different. Behind us, we have the 4520 Pro, so we have the third function kit installed on our tractor. So we're first gonna cover how to operate with that specific setup, and then we'll also dive into what operation looks like if you have a 4500 tractor or a 4520 without the third function kit. If your tractor is equipped with a third auxiliary function kit, then once the tractor is turned on, flip the third function control switch to the on position. This will allow the loader arms to be controlled by the primary SDLA lever. This control switch will need to be toggled each time you restart the tractor. Pull the SDLA lever to the left to raise the loader arms and push it to the right to lower the arms. Pull the secondary SDLA lever to the left to tilt the bucket or tool back towards the power unit and push it away from you to dump the bucket or tool. If the tool on your loader requires third function, press and hold the button on the secondary SDLA lever and move the lever to the left or right to control the functions of the tool. So if you're a 4520 owner that doesn't want a third function kit on your tractor or doesn't have a need for it, or if you're a 4500 owner that wants to run the KM500 Loader, you can still run this attachment. You're just going to be operating everything with the secondary SDLA lever. So you'll push it to the left to raise the loader arms, you'll push it to the right to lower the loader arms, and then you'll press the button to do the tilting and dumping with the bucket. And just to be super clear, 4500 owners can run the KM500 Loader. They just cannot operate any of the tools that require the third function kit. So things like the rock grapple, the log grapple, and anything else that we come out with in the future, you will not be able to operate those with your 4500 tractor. We'll also play this quick video that showcases a 4520 versus a 4500, lifting that max capacity of 700 pounds side by side. So you'll be able to see that the 4500 can still lift that load and get the job done. The 4520 just does it a lot faster and more efficiently. Remove the counterweights from the rear of the power unit. Raise the loader arms until the bucket is roughly 2 feet off the ground. Remove the safety snap pins from the rear loader latches. Lower the front hitch until the loader frame skids are resting on the ground. It's really helpful to use the bucket level indicator to ensure that the loader has proper footing on the ground. Shut off the engine, disconnect the hydraulic hoses from the power unit, and be sure to store them in the frame plate of the loader arm. Now you can disengage the front hitch locking lever and slowly back away from the attachment. One of the most common questions that we get when people ask about the KM500 loader is, do they really need the loader, or should they just get the power bucket or the power grapple? And ultimately, it really does depend on the jobs that you're looking to take on. The power bucket is a lot more efficient, especially on the job site. If you're somebody that is using multiple attachments such as a power bucket, a power rake, and a landscape rake all in one area, it might make a lot more sense to have that power bucket, because switching to and from attachments is going to save you a lot of time during the workday. So one of the most obvious differences between these two attachments is that the KM500 loader can lift substantially higher than the power bucket. If you're someone that needs to lift various types of material and lift material high, whether it's into a dump bed or a trailer, or just to build a large pile of debris, the loader might make more sense because the power bucket just doesn't have that capability. You can run the standard bucket, you can run the light material bucket, the log grapple, the rock grapple, or even the pallet forks. So that versatility that the KM500 offers really could be a huge benefit to your equipment fleet. So now let's talk about the Power Grapple. The Power Grapple is an absolute workhorse, but just like the Power Bucket, you are going to be limited in lifting height. Another cool feature is that if you have the 3-point and 3-in-1 hitch, you can operate that on the back of your tractor. So if you're somebody that's running the brush cutter or the tough cut and doing a lot of land clearing, having that Power Grapple on the back to move debris or large logs or rocks out of the way is a really unique benefit that owning that attachment provides you. Thanks for watching this video on the KM500 loader. As always, everything that we covered in this video is covered in our manuals. And if you're interested in learning more about the KM500 loader, be sure to check out our YouTube page. We have tons of videos showcasing the loader and all the tools that we offer. We'll see you next time.